時々ドイツナイトえらいとこでやってます。今日はね、あれですよまたゆるゆるスタートですいませんけど、皆さん待望のユリアン・フーバー君ですね。うちのスターですよ。スターユリアン。そして今日飲むワインはこちらでございます。もうお手元に届いた方も多いんじゃないでしょうか。フーバーバイサーブルグンダー H 2020 年を今日はユリアン君に聞きまくるという回でございます。
zum Wohl。
zum Wohl。
ワインは Only in Japan。Yes。Thank you。いいですね。ちょっとルーツだけお伝えしておくとですね。
Oh, hallo Julian.
Hallo.
Schön dich zu sehen.
Ja, freue mich auch.
Bist du jetzt im Keller? Ja,
genau.
Uns geht's gut. Perfect. 30 person see you now. Great. And today we are drinking your 2020 Visa Burgunder hot. Actually, I've drunk it and great. It's great. Yeah.
Super. I'm
very salt.
I'm happy that you like it. Yeah, 20 was special. 20 was for us quite unique vintage.
Yes.
Maybe it marks some vintages which we will see more often in the future because it started quite early, but it was also very dry during the springtime and also during the summer. And so the development of the shoots in the springtime was not too fast because it was almost too dry, even it was a warm season. And afterwards it developed quite well. So the summer was very healthy. The wine's been the biggest part of our wine's been very energetic and very strong, and with beautiful qualities on the wines. We had just a very small yield in this vintage due to the dryness. yeah, it's very sad. But due to the dryness, the berries didn't expand a lot, so they've been very slow in the growing, and there was very less juice. So for the quantity, it was quite bad, but for the quality, it was a very nice thing because the wines are very structured, very deep, and they have a very high potential in my eyes for maturing also. So maybe we can be happy about the small quantities, but the high qualities of the vintage.
I see.
So you
Very
just started.
Very
just
salty.
started now to, 20 is a very salty vintage. I think it's there is a lot of due to the dryness, the concentration of the minerals was quite high. So I think it can be a very special vintage. And for the whites, they've been very powerful. They have a lot of structure and also a very high potential of phenolics. But the phenolics been ripe, so they've not been picked too early. We waited also to keep them in the right balance. But also for the reds, it was just an awesome vintage. So we are very happy with this kind of vintage. And in 22, we had not the same conditions. It was different, of course. Every year is different. But we had also a very dry and a very warm year. But with a better yield. So and 22 is also very promising to see to see good qualities and good quantities.
ソルティっていうことで、本当に塩味をすごく感じるような、今までのこのユリアン節がね、なんだろうな、もう石川さゆりのようにもう拳がぐーっと効いてくるんですけど、今回のやつはもうさらに拳が効きまくってる感じの、もう塩味っていうのが、あと硬質な感じ、もうユリアン君こういうの作りたいんですっていうのが、Yeah, that's a taste that you like and you like to make, I think. It's a perfect taste. Yeah, it's a Yulian wine. Yulian white wine. バイサーブルグンダー。
Thank you.
Will be very salty and salty and salty, I think. And there was any change of wine making or vineyard. What did you do?
I think a few things. So we are, of course, we are managing the wines more and more on organic farming. So we are on the certification mode. I think that's maybe a part of it. So the wines are very balanced, and of course we do we do a little bit more extraction also for the phenolics, and we try to keep always the freshness, and maybe those some points which bringing the saltiness more to shine. I don't know if my English is horrible, excuse me, but you know what I mean. So if
I don't know.
we have the acidity and the acidity and the phenol structure, we just get another mouth feeling, and that's a very important thing for me. And we extract a little bit more also in the whites, so we have more phenols, and we pick a little bit earlier, so we have more acidity, and those both parts together with the very long maturing in the barrels, so the 2 winter times on the full lees, that makes it, I think, a little bit more salty, of course, also. And the wine's getting older and older, and we just profits from this parcels which my grandfather and my father planted the last centuries. Yeah.
And could you explain about this wine just a little? What is it?
Yeah, so it's a single vineyard which was planted in further times with your father and my father. They selected a very special vineyard in the just behind the winery. It's local in the Bienenberg Grand Cru site, and it's an old Weißburgunder parcel. So I'm not sure. I have to check, but it's over 40 years old meanwhile, and. The roots are very deep, and so they have no problems with such dry years like 2020. And the vineyard is in a very nice balance and brings now in this age super quality. And the wines, the grapes have been picked by hand, of course, in our system. They've been crushed a little bit to get out the phenol structure. And also they went directly then on the press, and we took the juice without any settlement. We go directly with the juice in the barrels, so with all the suspended solids, that we have enough nutrients also for the lees. And we do have spontaneous fermentation. And after the fermentation, we do the malolactic fermentation also in the barrel. It's also spontaneously. And after, usually we wait about 2 winter times in the barrels before we go out of the barrels. Then we do the assemblage in the stainless steel, and then we bottle without any filtrations. That's the usual process how we do. Also our Weißburgunder and also our Chardonnays.
I see. うちのこのワインですね、ちょっとルーツだけお伝えしておくとですね、私の父ですね、もう残念ながら昨年ちょっとね、他界してしまったんですけど、うちの父が、1999年のことです。今から23年前に、フーバーさんも大好きになっちゃって、うちのために畑なんか貸してください。うちのオリジナルワイン作ってくださいって言ったら、ユリアン君のお父さん、亡きベルンハルトさんはもう即答で OK だと。今から行こうということで、もう一番のベストのグランクリをポーンと貸してくれたんですよ。もうその男気によよってなって、うちの父はですね、1年間翌年にフーバーさんのところに研修に行くと、社長職を投げ打って55歳で働きに行ったっていう伝説があるんですけれども、でそこでセレクトされたこの畑のピノブラン、バイサーブルグンダーでできたワインです。バイサーブルグンダー what you made?
Yeah,
single variety.
Yeah. The only one, just for you in Japan. Yeah.
そうです。皆さん、日本の皆さん聞きましたか？この フーバーさん、今もうシャルドネもめちゃめちゃ人気が出て、えらいことにね、こっちがびっくりしてるぐらい、輸入元がびっくりみたいな人気のシャルドネですけれども、シャルドネがいっぱいこう、今植えられてる中で、ビノブランとか他のブドウ品種すごく引っこ抜かれちゃったんですよね。ただうちの畑っていうのは、そういう思い出っていうのがたくさんありますので、そのままずっと寝かされていると。樹齢45年、この木が朽ちるまで、このワインはありますよということなんで、僕が死ぬまではあるかな。Thank you.
Sorry, the connection in
No,
Malerdingen.
it doesn't
It's horrible.
But thank you for taking your time. I promise in next year, in June, I will come to you.
Super, super.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's time that we see us again live. Yeah,
Yes.
it's a long
Yeah.
time. Wish you also a nice
Yeah.
evening and hope to see you soon.
Yes, and please come to Japan in next year.
Yeah.
Take time.
I really have to. I really have to. I miss it.
Yes.
I miss the.
You miss
Okay.
sashimi or sushi, tempura, and yeah,
Yeah, and you guys. Yeah, of course.
yes, and pretty Japanese ready, I think.
Super, Takahiro. Thank you very
So
much.
then, see you then.
Yeah, see you. Bye bye.
Yeah, bye. さん、素敵な週末をお過ごしください。以上、ドイツワイン王子ヘレンベルガーホーフの山野貴弘でした。See you!